Hi, I'm Dr. Donald DeFabio, and welcome to Spotlight on Berkeley Heights, the pulse of the community. Today we have a special edition show with my correspondent, Nick Schiavo. Nick, you're going to be following the dedication of the clock tower. Tell us about that.
This is great. This is a stepping stone for the downtown community in terms of landscaping and other initiatives going on in town.
You know, that's excellent. It's another new initiative that we're breaking out. And, you know, Nick, the communications committee's here. You're going to cover this event for us. Why is the communications committee so excited about these events in town?
Well, this is all part of the committee's partnership with other initiatives in town. And we work with the communications committee, we work with the business organizations, and we also work with such as the Rotary Club. We help communicate their initiatives within the township.
So in other words, for the businesses out there, if you got something you want to get out to the community, contact Nick as chairman of the communications committee. Contact myself. We can put you on TV as a Spotlight on Berkeley Heights show. Nick, it's time for me to give you the microphone because you're going to cover the event for us today.
Okay, and as my first guest, it's Dr. Donald DeFabio. Dr. D, you are a business owner in town, and what does this mean to you?
You know, I think it's really exciting, Nick, that we have a monument in town that highlights the businesses, the downtown area. So now people can say, in the downtown area, by the clock tower, it's a commitment of the township towards the businesses to building our businesses. Because without the local businesses, this town is nothing. So these little things all build up to create exposure for us, which I think is great, and I applaud the Township Committee for that.
Well, this is great, hearing it straight from a business owner about the benefits of Berkeley Heights and then our initiatives going forward. So today is a great day for Berkeley Heights, and now we're going straight to the podium to start the ceremonies.
Good morning and welcome to Peppertown Park. We are so happy to be here today. It is truly a proud day for Berkeley Heights. My name is Midge Vicendes, and I'm part of the Downtown Beautification Committee. I would like to introduce the rest of our committee who are here, and a couple who are not we will mention. We have Tom Perrone, Carrie Blash, Julie Lloyd, Jean Kingsley, Rick Froio, Bobby Peer, and soon to be joining us, Ron Loria, and Jamie Ronga, who is not able to be here today. In addition, I would like to introduce some members of the Town Council and our mayor who is here today, Councilman Kevin Hall, Craig Pastor, Mayor Joe Bruno, Councilman Bob Woodruff, and Councilwoman President Jean Kingsley. I have to say, oh, and Tom Perrone also is on the council. I have to say that when I look out on all the faces, I pretty much could say I know all of you, which is truly something so heartfelt for me as I look out into the crowd. We really couldn't ask for a more beautiful day for this ceremony, I think, with the breeze, and God is just shining upon us. And I want to say that we take great pride in this beautiful clock. It's not just our newest landmark, but it means something to all of us because it really does combine the past, the present, and the future of Berkeley Heights, and we couldn't be more proud. We want to start off this day with the flag ceremony, and I would like to call our honorary vet, Mr. Russell Smalley, to come and lead us in the ceremony.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
First, let me say a big thank you to everyone from the committee, to the businesses, the residents, and township employees for all working hard and contributing to this beautiful, treasured landmark. Looking at this landmark today reminds us of how special a town we really are and how this is truly the beginning of an exciting time for Berkeley Heights. Let me tell you why. The Downtown Beautification Committee's mission is to enhance downtown Berkeley Heights in ways that will reflect the charm, functionality, and complete small-town living experience. We will provide attention to detail and a standard going forward for old and new businesses to become compatible with the streetscape. It is our hope to help create nuances that will allow Berkeley Heights to shine throughout all the seasons for many years to come.
As a committee of volunteers, we are committed to ensuring that the look of Berkeley Heights reflects the people of Berkeley Heights. Our town is a friendly, warm, and caring community not found in many other towns. The people make up this town. We need to capitalize on this feeling as we move forward to beautifying our downtown. We would like anyone who stops by to shop or visit to understand what we are all about through our lovely surroundings. It would be great to improve some of the facades to create that welcoming, charming, and timeless sense that mimics its people. A greater visual impact needs to be created in order to draw new businesses and visitors alike to our small, inviting town. Our aim is for downtown improvements to have a historic, traditional feel that will last through decades. We are putting together stronger design standards and streetscape criteria for old and new businesses. We need to have a more standardized, cohesive look and feel for the downtown area. The committee has created a document for the township and businesses that shows the particular lamppost, bench, trash receptacle, flower pots, bike rack, and pavers. They will use this streetscape plan whenever a new building will be established.
It is my pleasure to introduce and thank our clock face sponsors. We were really fortunate in this town that we had so many businesses that were willing to step up, when asked, and really help get this clock off the ground. So the first face that faces Plainfield Avenue was donated by Bob and Nadine Tokash of Dean's Greens. If you guys can just stand up so people can see you. The second face, which is along here, is the Berkeley Development Company, which is Al and Frank May, which are two old families from Berkeley Heights as well. If they're here, if they could stand. And then we are extremely fortunate in Berkeley Heights that we have some large corporations here, and they are really, really good business partners and friends of Berkeley Heights. So the one face, which is in color, which is really beautiful, is Summit Medical Group, and we have Lynn Lang from Summit Medical Group here today, if she could stand. Okay, good enough. Thank you. She's Chief of Strategy and Business, and thank you so much for coming and for your support. And the last face was from the Connell Company. I'm not sure that anybody's here from Connell, but the Connell Company and the Connell family is really a wonderful business partner, and we are so lucky to have them in town. And next, what we're going to do is we're going to thank all of the plaque sponsors, because combined, the 100 people on the plaque and the 4 companies on the clock face are really what made this whole clock available today.
Okay, the clock was made possible by the generosity of these contributors: Arale and Giuliano family, the Beal family, the Blash family, the Bond Nelson family, the Briscar family, 1962, Joseph G. and Anne Marie Bruno, the Busicolo family, the Chobor family, the Ciolino family, the Clementi family, in memory of Dolly Cozzini, the Cranston family, the Kronberger family, Joe and Millie Dalbero, the DeCroy family, Gary and Christine Del Duca, Michael and Philomena Del Duca, Benjamin and Mary D'Elia, Bert and Susie D'Elia, memory of Rose and Sam D'Elia, Michael and Mary D'Elia, Al D'Amelio and family, the Doran family, Al and Mary Patron Ebacher, the Fokker family, established 1994, the Frida family, and in memory of Antonio and Maria Froyo. That's plaque number 1.
The Furman family, in memory of Don Gaglia, the Hagar family, Kevin and Karen Hall, in memory of Thomas Hall, the Hendrinos family, the Hegarty family, the Henry family, Howard, Jacob, Rebecca, and Bill. The Jersey family loves Berkeley Heights. The Camarera family, the Kingsley family, the Kramer family, the Lindy family, the Lloyd family, the Mangold family, the Maneri family, Catherine Martino and family, the Matos family, the Matthews family, the Mika family, the Morehouse family, the Nikolich family, the Pastor family, the Perna family, family of Stephen Petrone, and the Perone family.
Okay, plaque number 3. John Riley family, the Riley Ike family, the Rocco family, the Ronga family, the Ronner family, in memory of Arthur Selegna, the San Filippo family, Schmidt Bradford Home, 1958, the Sheehan family, Spitzberg family, the Sylvester family, Ron and Lisa Trella family, Aileen, Aaron, Mark, and Nadine, Francis and Charles Treppy, Patty and Bob Woodruff, Anything Floral, Barbara and Barbara CPAs, Benham's Garage, Berkeley Hardware, Berkeley Heating and Air Conditioning, the BH 5K Charity Road Race, the Berkeley Heights Community Pool, Berkeley Heights Police Athletic League, Berkeley Heights YMCA, Berkeley Heights Youth Soccer Club, Berkeley Plaza, and Berkeley Swim Club.
The fourth plaque, Berkeley Wine Company, Church of the Little Flower, Delicious Heights, DeMayo Restaurant, Friends of the Peppertown Park, Gabriel Fitness, Home for Good Dog Rescue, J. Michael's Jewelers, Labase Spa, Marcello's Restaurant, Frederick Merkel DDS, Mount Carmel Society members, Paul Ippolito Berkeley Memorial, Rita's Italian Ice, the Nigel family, Senior Citizens of Berkeley Heights, in memory of deceased senior citizens, Smith Chiropractic, Subzone, Zwillig family, Taylor Rental Center, TAP into Berkeley Heights, Union Center National Bank, Veterans of Foreign War Post 6259, V. Mondelli Nursery, the Vicky Pop Salon, and Yokachino Cafe. Thanks to all of our patrons for supporting the clock. And last, I can't say enough. I think when when the mayor came with this idea of putting a clock in Berkeley Heights, and we formed the committee, we all embraced it. None of us had any idea what it really meant to put a clock in. And I don't think any of us realized that we needed to have permits and site plans, and we needed to have electrical put in, and foundations and concrete, and it's like building a house when you put a clock in. So when asked, are we having more clocks? If you ask anybody in the committee, the answer will be no. Because it takes a village to get this clock up, and we really need to thank some of our patrons that supplied all of the labor and materials that made getting this clock in possible. We have Rick Froyo and Eddie Perez from Atlas Electric that not only powered up the clock, but if you look over here, standing behind us is an electrical box that they also provided, and we now have power to run the speakers and additional power here in this park if we ever need to do anything else. Jim Ramenthal, yeah, thank you, Rick. Jim Ramenthal and GRA Architects, we got him involved because once again, we didn't realize that we needed a site plan in order to get a permit to get the clock in. So Jim spent a lot of time walking the park and helping us figure out exactly where to put the park. I'm sure people saw stakes that were here, how to turn the clock. And without Jim, we wouldn't have even gotten off the ground. Thank you, Jim. And then Rick dragged in Jimmy D'Elia to come in and clear the grounds. But Jim didn't realize when he cleared the grounds for the clock, he also had to move the rock and clean the back part out there. And Jim's work, I think, was a lot deeper than he expected in just excavating and getting the land ready. So thank you very much, Jim. And Jim and Rick dragged Joe Franchino in because he was just going to help put a few pavers in, so he thought. But Joe had to pour concrete and get the foundation ready. And then in addition, he also got the grounds ready and got the pavers. And I think the clock actually is really beautifully done. And we really owe a big gratitude to Joe Franchino for all his effort. And then we needed pavers, and we needed topsoil, and we needed mulch, and we needed bushes. So the gang went to Kevin Hall and asked Halls if they would be willing to donate, and they basically said, yes, whatever you need.
You're all sitting on the ground that used to be the Patron family farm. And our special guest of honor, Mrs. Catherine Martino, grew up here in a 4-family home with her mother, Millie, and her dad, James, and her aunts and uncles, Millie, Anthony, Mary, all lived in the surrounding area. In fact, where Berkeley Wine Company is and Berkeley Heights Chiropractic is where Catherine's relatives all once lived. So you could say the Patron family was sort of in a triangle in this town, right across from each other. Oh, the train, okay. Catherine and the Patron family are truly part of the history of Berkeley Heights as they are founding members and citizens of our town, and they are woven into the fabric and hearts of all of us. And really, Catherine is a treasure to Berkeley Heights. She is a lifelong resident. She and her husband, Harry Martino, raised their 2 children, Harry Jr. and Catherine Jr. here, and all 4 of her grandchildren were raised here as well. She is a Little Flower Church parishioner and a Rosary Society member. And as a crossing guard, Catherine gave peace of mind to so many parents through the years, as with her kind and tender and loving care of the children that she crossed most recently at Little Flower Crossing Guard area. And through the years, she just gave a sense of her warm selflessness to all who know her. It is truly a privilege to say that her inspirational gifts are given to so many so often. So I also like to think of Catherine as our very own Betty White. I know for certain that she is the Berkeley Heights Golden Girl, and it is with great honor and deep affection that we ask Mrs. Catherine Martino to please come and cut the ribbon to our clock today.
I just want to thank the beautification committee again, and all the people in the town who did so much to make this vision dream come to reality. It truly does take a village to install one of these things, but anybody who knows me knows the pride I have in our town, and I just couldn't go on with New Providence and Long Hill having a clock and us not. You know, so I know that the beautification committee cringes when I said this is clock, 1, but I think we can do some more good things. I know they will make our town beautiful. And I'm looking over there, and I see a gazebo. Right now, somebody's going to pull the daggers out of my back, but. What we have from Mrs. Martino, it was about 1.5 years ago outside of Little Flower Church when I was talking to the Martino family about the clock, and when Catherine and her daughter said, my mom used to live there. And I said, really? I said, well, when the time comes, you got to cut the ribbon. So I am so glad that this day came where you participated in cutting the ribbon.
Once again, thank you all for being here today. It is just such a wonderful turnout, and we hope that you'll enjoy some light refreshments. And please take the time to walk around the clock. You could rock around the clock and look for your names, as there are so many to see. Thank you again.
When the clock strikes 12, go off then we'll rock around the clock again. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till the broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight.
The Summit Medical Group is a major clock donor. What were the reasons for that?
Well, part of the Summit Medical Group's mission is to give back to the community, and Berkeley Heights is such a great community, and they've done so much for Summit Medical Group, and our patients and all of our friends were very grateful for them, so it was a nice gesture on Summit Medical Group's part.
Carrie, this took many, many months, or probably a year in the making. Take us back in time and bring us up to today.
Okay, we have been working on this over a year. The committee put together a design that we wanted to beautify the downtown committee, and how we're going to start by raising funds, and we decided with the mayor to get a clock and offer the people a plaque.
And what was the planning for today, getting all the people in, the invitations, and obviously you forecasted the beautiful weather?
I did pick this day, Nick. Yes, that is true. I have that capability. No, this day, as Carrie said, was over 1.5 years in the making, and every one of the committee members had a hand in this beautiful ceremony. So we started whereby we wanted to just thank heartfeltly all of the contributors of the plaques, all of the clock face donors, and we couldn't be more pleased than to be here today.
This downtown Berkeley Heights was Little Italy. All the Italian families group here and met here from 1890 on down, and they all had gardens, raised their tomatoes and peppers, and they had a way of storing them. Tomatoes they jarred and put them up, and they had tomatoes all winter long. The peppers they would spread out, and they used to do it in this lot right here. They would pick them across the way. They all had their gardens by their house, and then they would spread them out to dry off a little bit. They had peppers all winter long. They fed their family on those peppers that they picked in the spring.
What changes have you seen gradually?
Well, commercial is the biggest thing.
Okay.
Springfield Avenue, I remember we had maybe one grocery store and a bar and shoemaker maybe, but that's about it. Until the railroad started coming in the late 1890s. That's when Berkeley Heights grew and it got very big. And how they got the name of Peppertown, when they stretched these peppers out on this lot, the people on the train would say, look, we're into Peppertown now. Here's all the peppers out there.
Catherine, it's a great honor. Congratulations, and you must have great memories going back to Berkeley Heights and Peppertown Park.
Yes, I do. All good memories, memories.
She lived on this property till she was 45 years old, and then we lived here until 1970. So 2 generations of the family actually lived here. And it was wonderful because we were surrounded by family.
Nadine and Bob, obviously when you were asked to be the sponsor, but there had to be something personal that really went into this to say, okay, we're going to be a sponsor.
Well, being lifelong residents in Berkeley Heights and really and truly enjoying giving back to the community, there was no other answer than yes, we will.
That is great to hear. And Bob, you're still going to continue in Berkeley Heights?
Absolutely, yes. Whatever we can do to help the township, the schools, and the other charities of Berkeley Heights, we try to make every effort to help them as much as possible.
Father Andy, today the whole community got together. Mrs. Martino was here, a lifelong resident, other lifelong residents. Everybody contributed their time, materials, and we got together as a community. What does that say about a community when you see everybody coming together?
Nick, I'm not surprised by any of it. This is just typical of the town, not just for the clock, but anytime anybody's in need, if there's a death or someone's sick, some catastrophe, people are always willing to jump in and help here. And I just see that whether it's churches or faith communities or the township government or the people, that we just worked well together. It may take a long time, but we get things done.
It was about 2.5 years ago that I attended a League of Municipalities convention down at Atlantic City and saw the Verdun Clock Company's display and asked him, how do we get this done? When he told me the price, I said, okay, it's not going to get done. And then he explained to me how you do it through donation. And once the beautification committee was started, this was one of their first projects, and they did a fantastic job with it, with the help of the community. A lot of businesses in the community that donated time and money. But this clock is a realization of town pride, and all done by donation. Not one is 100% donation.
A lot of people here today, very positive comments. You passed by it last night. The light is lit up. It looks beautiful. Where do we pivot from here now that we have this clock?
Well, this was, again, started by the efforts of the Beautification Committee, which is their charge is to improve the look of downtown. And as you can see that the businesses are now opening. We're just about 100% full. I think we have 1 or 2 more vacancies to go, but you look at the new buildings and they all have the brick pavers. Their charge is to make our downtown attractive both to the residents and to business to want to come. And I think they're doing a heck of a job. So that's the goal as we move forward, to make our downtown viable.
What are the short-term and long-term objectives of the Beautification Committee?
Thanks, Nick. Short-term was to raise some funds through contributions and fundraising. The clock was one. We did the banner campaign and others to quickly give the streetscape some enhancements through the holidays. We did the banner sales, we raised the clock, and we put in Welcome to Berkeley Heights banners that line the streets throughout the year. We did the flag campaign to honor our vets, and especially the Vietnam War vets last year, and Christmas lights. If you look this year, there are now holiday banners and there will be lit wreaths. So at least we start to have a cohesive look throughout the year on the streetscape. But the longer term objective of the committee is really to have standards, sidewalk standards, street light standards, benches, bike paths, planters, to bring a cohesive look to the downtown. And then we're going to add on to that signage standards, paint colors, the outdoor materials. We really want to kind of pull the town together so it looks more cohesive, more like a charming colonial historic town, and it kind of, makes people drawn to it. And we're really defining the downtown business district as Springfield Avenue, where Halls is, all the way down to the other end where the Primrose School will be, and also the turn right here to where you get to Town Hall. You can have a sidewalk, you can have a light, you're going to be lit, there's going to be common signage, and it's going to draw people in to the merchants and the stores.
Now, if I'm a resident, if I'm a business owner, or I just want to help out, whether it's time, material, or just volunteering my time, how can I get involved?
You can reach out to the committee. We are actually in the process of forming some subcommittees so we can use some more volunteers. You can also just, start coming to some of the township committee meetings, because there's a lot that's going to be going on with the addition of CVS to the downtown, and with this whole potential transaction with Little Flower and the potential land swap. I think the best thing people can do in this town is be open to change and recognize that change can be a positive, and come in, get informed, and become a part of things, and make your decisions after you have all the facts, because it's a very exciting time. Like, the clock is just the beginning to how we're going to change the streetscape. There's a lot more to come, and people need to get involved and stay attached to what's happening as it happens.
I am here with a couple of great folks. You've heard about the beautification committee, the mayor thinking this through, working with everybody, but here's some really great folks who really spent their time and materials over the past few weeks to work the grass, construct the clock, etc. So what I'm going to do is just go around and they're going to introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Jim Ramatal from GRA Architects. I'm a 34-year resident of Berkeley Heights, and I helped to participate by designing the foundation and helping establish the location.
Thank you.
I'm Joe Franchino from JL Franchino. I've lived in Berkeley Heights for 34 years, and I've had a great time working with all these guys and to put this nice landmark in our town.
Hi, my name is Jim D'Elia, a long-time resident of Berkeley Heights, and I'm just very proud to work on this project with the Beautification Committee. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Rick Froyo. I'm a member of the Downtown Beautification Committee and also an owner of an electrical company. And I couldn't say more than the help of these fine gentlemen right here who gave us their time, their efforts, donated materials and labor, and we all got together because we love our town. I've been here over 20 years, and it was just a wonderful project that we all wanted to do and donate for our town for the memory forever. Thank you.
Well, we had a great turnout today. Many people from town, the clock sponsors, the donors, township officials, the beautification committee, and thank you to Catherine Martino, who was available to cut the ribbon. What a great way to end the ceremony.
Well, Nick, we have to thank you as our special correspondent. Great coverage of the event. And I want to remind everybody, Spotlight on Berkeley Heights is about the community. If you have anything you want us to cover, contact Nick, contact myself, or a phone call away. I'm Dr. Donald DeFabio, and
I'm Nick Schiavo.
Thanks for tuning in.
Hi, my name is Midge Vicendes. I'm standing here with Julie Lloyd and Jean Kingsley. We're part of the Downtown Beautification Committee, and we're here to show you a little bit about what's to come for Berkeley Heights. We have Springfield Avenue from east to west, and on either side of the street, you're going to hopefully see soon some changes that evolve through the year and tie the streetscape together for the future beautification of Berkeley Heights.
We put together some standards that should include lampposts and benches, trash receptacles, flower pots, and pavers. And hopefully throughout the landscape of Springfield Avenue, that will all be changed.
Our goal is when the streetscape is totally complete, you are going to see running from when you enter Berkeley Heights on the west, close to Halls, and when you leave on the other end in the east by the Primrose School, you will see a consistent sidewalk of pavers. You will see the carriage lights lining the street, and intermittently there will be benches and there will be trash receptacles and also bike racks. And then also we are going to be working on additional changes that cover signage, colors of paint, and also types of roofs and other structure changes that will make the town pull together and be much more cohesive and kind of have a small town historic feel.